Today what I'm going to show you is very similar to what we showed you yesterday or the day before with a 2x2 piston door. But this time, instead of just being able to step on it and open it, you have to worry about if it's locked or not, because that's what this is going to be. It's going to have, notice no lock here, it's on the inside in case you want to lock your base on the inside. Still works like a normal 2x2 piston door. A little bit of a longer hallway just to block all the redstone, because redstone work is ugly. But see here, switch, open it, or turn it on, come over here, piston doesn't work. And it won't work from the outside either, just from the way this functions. Unlock it, piston works perfectly fine. And this is going to be very similar to what we had in the previous video. What's very important is you remember how that these power inverting switches, I call them OR gate, it's actually a power inverter. It sends a constant power, and then when you activate something, it stops sending power, pulling this back. One more thing we're going to learn today is actually what's called an AND gate. Very simple to make. Just put 3 blocks side by side, redstone on top of each, or some torch on top of each outer one, redstone dust in the middle, and then one more redstone torch on the one side of the middle. And this will be where the power goes. What you're going to want here is 2 inputs. Both of them has to be on. This one has to be on, and this one has to be on. That's why it gets the name the AND gate. So let's show you how it works from one side. We're going to power that up there. About there. There. That way we'll be able to see when it turns on. So if you have just this one on, nothing happens. If you have just this one on, nothing happens. But when you have both on, it sets a power in. Now it's going to be a little different because we're going to want to have this on top of that as well. So it's going to be a little different, but it's going to be pretty much the same function as we had yesterday. So you want to start very similarly, but instead of 1 block high, you're going to have it 2 blocks high. But everything else from the beginning is the same. The line will be 8 blocks long. Block on either end. The 2 double piston, sticky pistons facing inwards, and then the blocks that will be the door. Next, we're going to want to have spots where the pressure plates are going to go. And then, because this time, as you saw here, they're only 1 block above, but since we have it 2 blocks high, we are going to have to raise this area a little bit so that we can get access to the redstone dust without having to do anything trickier. Alright, now this one's going to be a little bit different. As you saw, this one comes off the middle and sends it right directly into those. This one's going to be a bit different. Almost went the wrong way. We're going to say that this is the outside of, right here, is going to be the outside of your house. So you want, whichever side is going to be the outside of your house or base, that's where you're going to want the redstone to come off of. Just 1 on the side. And from there, we're going to get that AND gate that I just showed you. Oops, not that. 3 blocks on each side. Pretty much parallel with the previous blocks we had with the redstone dust sitting on. On each one, you want to have a redstone torch on each side, and then on the middle block on the face of it. And on top and between the redstone torches, another redstone dust. And do the same thing on both sides. Now, if you notice here, it's not sending out the power that we wanted to send up. So what we will have to do here is set out an inverter. You want to have a redstone dust on the outside because this isn't going to send power. When it turns on, it's not going to send power through. Let's say, for instance, knock that off. It's not going to send power directly. Oh, well, look at that. Maybe it does. I just learned something. But anyway, we're going to just keep a redstone dust just in case, because we're soft powering something here. So put another block there and a torch on the outside. And then this will be our constant source of power for the redstone doors being shut. So one more. Actually, let's see if it'll work without it. Nope, doesn't work. What we'll need to do is have one redstone dust down and then raise the block afterwards here. And continue to do the same thing we saw before. If you need an explanation, my previous video has an explanation of how this works and why it only works going up, not down. And then just bring it straight in after the third level. You're going to bring it right into this block, powering the bottom, right and above it, powering both. And we're going to want to do the same thing over here. We want to get the power inverter. Let's see if it works with just one. Knock that off. Nope, see, it doesn't work. Good. Glad we did it the normal way. You definitely want to put one redstone dust down, soft power that block, and set the inverter up with the redstone dust right behind it. So you need to set up the little staircase for the redstone dust. It becomes mindless after a little bit. Redstone, redstone, redstone. Oh, actually there's stone slabs, but whatever. Alright, here we have it powered. Now last time, by now it would have all been ready with all that dust underneath. But you notice it doesn't go anywhere. Because although it's sending signal down into one and turning this one off, that one is still powered. And that one right there is going to be the locking mechanism. So what you want to do is go towards the inside of the house or base. And really for this example, you're going to want to have all the walls set up as well, because that's where you're going to have your switch. Or wherever you want your switch. You can put it on the far end of your base if you wanted to, but you would need to run a longer redstone line, possibly with repeaters, all the way in so that the signal doesn't die before you get to the end. Alright, so let's say you don't want to lock right by the door. Put it right here. And then what you're going to want to do is remember where you put that, because on the other side, directly, you're going to want redstone dust. So go to the other side and go down one and put a block. And continue to do this all the way down, making maybe a spiral staircase all the way down. Okay, and now that you have one going towards the ground, make redstone dust all the way down and straight into the side. It doesn't matter that it's into the side, not into the back like the other side was. As long as it's not into the front and doesn't interfere with that, you'll be fine. And then also make it come straight out. And this looks long, but it's still enough to power both. So now that when you have this switch down and walk over pressure plate, both signals are being sent through. You see this line is on, they're being sent into both and waiting for you to step on the pressure plates. The pressure plates will deactivate those lit torches there, inverting this, turning this on, turning this off, allowing the door to open. But as soon as we lock it again, nothing. And that's that. I'll see you next time.